my question is why flying dragon?
Well, the flying dragon is a term that I came to. So I was going to be on stage, and as you may know, a certain amount of fear comes up for me. So on this particular day, I was feeling quite fearful of a performance that I was going to give that night. And so I was just doing some simple qigong and just going through them, and the exercises are very simple, but they are the basis of the 5 elements. And most of the qigong and tai chi exercises have these elements to them, and one is the water, and the water element is a simple wave-like motion. So I was doing some simple standing qigong, and I was going through this and feeling the fear, and it was hard work. And attached to these movements, there are also sounds and colours that I was incorporating, but still it felt like really hard work, and I didn't really want to be doing it. I would have rather just gone away and curled up in a ball somewhere and not done anything. It occurred to me to actually start to increase the intensity of this. It just felt like I needed to do a little bit more vigorously. And so I was doing that, and I was going through some other movements that relate to other emotions. Anger and different things came into it as well, but the main one was this fear, and I started to move really quite vigorously. And as I did, it was like I was a bird, a giant bird, but not just any bird. It was like I was this great dragon, like something out of a movie. And I was flapping these wings, and I was really feeling the intensity of how I felt and putting it into this movement. And it was as though I was starting to rise above, and instead of just being a gentle wave on the ocean, suddenly I was this great flying dragon, and I was lifting up above the ocean, above the earth, into the outer edge of the stratosphere. And here I was, and suddenly I was this giant dragon, and I was just gliding. And I would do a couple of movements and then just glide. And I could just feel as I was gliding way above the earth, and then suddenly I was having a bit of fun with it. It felt beautiful. I was suddenly having a different experience. So it seemed like I shifted from the fear to something that was quite exhilarating. So then I was going into a great giant dive. I was this great dragon. I was folding my wings and diving down towards the earth, and then climbing up, spreading the wings and just flying up, and then gliding, and a couple of big beautiful beats of the wings. And then I was going through some of the sounds associated with the 5 elements and the emotions and the organs of the body. And some of the sounds came in as well, and the shh as I was gliding. Sounds to do with anger, and there was certainly some anger there. I was always being afraid of stepping onto stage and performing my music. There was a level of anger in there as well. And so I touched upon that, and and I was making the sound, and it was as though the anger was being transformed, and the fear was being transformed. And I'll go through this again in more detail in this series. And it was as though I moved from that narrow emotion of fear in the kidneys to a more expanded place of a more cosmic experience. The body is very much a miniature version of the whole universe. The organs of the body are like great planets in the solar system. And suddenly, as the dragon, this big, beautiful flying dragon, I was experiencing the whole universe. And the sound of that and that was the experience, that vibration of that sound, and it was a magical, expanded type of experience. It gave me the name Flying Dragon. as the basis for this series, and we'll be taking you through the colours, the sounds, the emotions in the organs of the body, and our ability to turn lead into gold, to really do some alchemy here and transform these emotions into something that's way more beautiful than where we start from.